Raw is over. What an episode. Let's review it. What a start to the show we had. It was originally supposed to be kicked off by Seth Rollins, but I guess that was just a lie. um, but I am not complaining with what we got for sure. CM Punk had a promo and he went off script multiple times, it seems like, in that promo. And it felt like a pipe bomb. It was incredible. CM Punk was going off on everyone. He went off on Pat McAfee, and he said to Pat McAfee, "Go call the agent that brought you into this business and tell him to lower the ticket prices." This is getting crazy, bro. That was amazing. It's very clear that there is some high tensions between WWE and TKO. This was probably the best promo that I personally have ever seen from CM Punk. Just remember, I didn't see his actual pipe bomb promo. So, out of the CM Punk I've seen, this was definitely the best promo, and I loved it. I'm not really a fan of CM Punk, but I was a fan of him during this segment. This was awesome. He also obviously cooked Roman Reigns too. Because if the whole promo was just all about Arya, Manuel, and TKO, I mean, I guess that would be okay. But, like, it wouldn't really make sense. But this was an incredible start to the show. And not only did CM Punk bring up Arya Manuel, he brought up Vince McMahon. He called Roman a bucktooth Nepo baby. And he ate dog food for a weird old man. And that weird old man treated him like a dog. What a fucking line, bro. He took a shot at The Rock. He said, like, "You're not The Rock. At least The Rock is a Hollywood superstar." Oh, I'm sorry. Was a Hollywood superstar. This was incredible. One of the best promos I've been able to watch live. And it really set the pace for the rest of the show. And I can't wait, dude. Everything. The Rock has to come back. I mean, CM Punk has called him a bald fraud, and now he called him was a Hollywood superstar. I mean, The Rock has to come back for him, dude. He's gotta. I really hope all these shots that are getting taken at TKO are getting to their head, and I really hope it's making them as mad as possible. And after that promo and Cody Rhodes promo, whoop-de-doo, per one, WWE is reportedly looking to lower ticket prices for WrestleMania 42 very soon. Additionally, they're seeming to do it throughout the summer as well. Yes, please do this, but I'm not going to believe it until I see it because they are corporate, money-hungry bastards. Next, we had a match between Austin Theory and L.A. Knight. Yeah! And ISO Speed and Logan Paul were ringside. Logan Paul pushed ISO Speed into LA Knight, tripping him up, and LA Knight started chasing him. The Usos came out, and he was trapped between LA Knight and the Usos. He jumped over LA Knight, which was crazy, trying to escape. They were trying to do a 1D on ISO Speed, but Logan Paul pulled him out of the ring. Austin Theory was able to get a roll-up and was able to pick up the win. This feud is actually really fun. After just 2 weeks of build, this has been so fun. And I love this. This is how they should be using celebrities in wrestling. And we got a 6-man tag match at WrestleMania. The Usos and LA Knight, yeah, versus The Vision and ISO Speed. I can't wait. Next, Seth Rollins had his first promo, his first proper intro since he returned, and it was amazing. He didn't get to say too much before the ring Gooner came in and took him out. They had a really cool sequence to start off their brawl. I thought it was like really fun. Like, Seth put Gunther in the sleeper hold, and then he went for a stomp and he dodged it, and then he tried to like knock Gunther out of the ring and he dodged that, and then he hit a suicide dive. It was kind of cool. Something Seth Rollins did say though was, quote, Gunther has entered into some sort of business relationship with Paul Heyman. I have two missions in my head. One is to take my world title, and second is to kill the Vision. First of all, he is not aligned with Paul Heyman. It was made very clear in that backstage segment that he just did this for no reason. Further hammering my point home that this makes absolutely no sense in kayfabe. If your plan is to kill the Vision, Gunther is not in the Vision, so I don't know why you're having a WrestleMania match with him. If your other plan is to take a world title, he doesn't have a world title. So why are you having a match with Gunther? Next, we had a match between Bayley and Lash Legend. It was a good match, and Bayley actually ended up picking up the win with the help of Lyra, who held Lash Legend's foot down during the pin. I like that they used a bit of a dirty tactic. I think their characters kind of needed that, especially after they took a clean loss to Charlexa last week. I think this was much needed. I'm glad they got a win back heading into WrestleMania, getting themselves some more momentum. This match was amazing. El Grande Americano and Los Americanos versus Penta, Javon Evans, and Dragon Lee. I mean, you just look at the names in this match, and you can tell it's going to be an amazing match. Javon Evans ended up pinning Bravo, and Rey Mysterio returned after the match and ended up getting added to the ladder match. This match is going to be the best match of WrestleMania. I cannot wait. Next, we had a tag team match between Rio and so B-Fab and Meechin. I came up with a tag team name for them, Beechin. It's perfect. Rio versus Beechin. Obviously, Rio ended up winning. If they didn't win, then I think, dude. I mean, they obviously won, but the more interesting part probably came after the match when Beechin held Rhea in the corner and Rhea had to watch Io get beaten with a kendo stick by Jade Cargill. She hit her with the kendo stick 3 times. They were some nasty hits too. And then she hit a Jaded, all while Rhea watched in the corner. Also, this isn't supposed to be mean, but I just think Jade looks like a red blood cell. Am I not the only one who thinks that? But I think this was really good. I think this really helps the build. This makes it feel more personal. It makes Jade Cargill look like a monster, and like a bad person. It pisses off Rhea Ripley a lot more. I think overall, this segment has done the most to build towards the WrestleMania match out of all of them. I loved this. Next, we had a video package with Finn Balor, and he told us that the Demon is back, baby! Now, I am extremely excited to see the Demon for the first time. Don't get me wrong, I'm still very excited. But, like Santi's app said, I do think that this should have been just vanilla Finn Balor because, you know, he needs a win. We know the Demon's great. We know the Demon can win matches. But vanilla Finn is literally named Finn Balor. So I do agree with him. I think that Finn himself, Finn Balor, needed this win, not the Demon. But I'm still very excited to see the Demon. Okay, so this picture obviously isn't from Raw tonight or last night. But there was this backstage segment where Liv and Roxanne were talking, and then Stephanie came up and fucking rocked Liv right in the back of the head with a punch, and then threw her into the TV. It was nasty. It was really cool, but the more concerning part is Roxanne and Liv were face to face, and when Stephanie came in and punched her, they hit heads so hard, forehead to forehead, like it was bad. And I'm recording this the Tuesday after Raw. Liv posted a picture with a huge, nasty bump on her forehead. And oh my god, it looks so bad. It might stick out like an inch from her head, bro. Roxanne had a similar bump. It wasn't as big, but it was still bad. So, they're both reportedly in concussion protocol. Really hoping that they're both okay because it was a hard hit. Let me just show you the clip. Dude, it was nasty. I'm really hoping both Roxanne and Liv are okay. Next, we had the main... oh, God. We had the main event segment, the WrestleMania contract signing between OBA and Brock Lesnar. And they did not sign the contract. So, however, they started brawling. And this is what I call a brawl, man. It was good. As soon as Oba got on the apron, Brock went right after him. They started brawling. Oba Femi did like a Thez press through the table on Brock Lesnar. Then, unfortunately, security came out to ruin the fun like they always do. Guys, no fighting on a show that's all about fighting. Stop it. I'm sending security. You guys shouldn't be doing that. It's so freaking stupid. But this brawl was incredible. They were both like pinned in the corners, their own corners from security. And Brock like jumped out of his corner and like leaped onto Oba Femi and just started laying haymakers. And then Oba did the same thing. And then Brock threw a fucking chair across the ring on top of Oba Femi, and then he did it right back. It was amazing. That was a good brawl. Cody and Randy should take notes. But the show just ended in the middle of the brawl, which makes absolutely no sense. Also, another note from this segment, Triple H leaves Gorilla for 5 minutes and they roll the credits like 5 minutes early. Come on, dude. But, yeah. Overall, I thought this was a great episode of Raw. I'm super excited for Oba Femi versus Lesnar, dude. But, this was a great episode, I think. Let me know what you thought of this episode. Again, I really hope Liv and Roxanne are okay, especially since Roxanne just got back. But thank you all so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you want, and